Alrighty, we are live. We got a lot of orders to ship here tonight, boys and girls. I've been working on getting a deal together, trying to trade some cards for new inventory. And it took me a lot longer than I thought it would to go through their list. But actually, I'll go through it quick. Essentially, local customer, local buyer messaged me, is asking to trade for Espeon, Mimic UV, and Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia team up cards. And he is looking to trade a ton of cards that are under $20 to me. So there's only one card on the whole list that I'm trying to get that is over $20. Every other card is mostly between like $4 and $15. So normally I trade at 80%, but because I'm taking on a lot of smaller cards, I am asking for 75%. So we'll see. He is thinking it through, deciding if he wants to take the deal. So while he decides there on what he wants to do, I am going to be shipping. I have a ton of cards to ship. I've got 12 orders, 34 cards to ship. So I'm just going to get to it because it's going to take me a while and I want to get to bed as soon as I'm done here. So first off, we've got a Gengar VMAX. Not the alt art, but still a cool card. The Gengar VMAX sold for $49.99. So that is going to be a bubble mailer card since it sold above $20. We're going to put it in a top loader, in a team bag, and I got some of these from an order I had, so I'm just going to use the plastic card shields instead of my normal cardboard that I use, just because I've got it. May as well use it on this order. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully everyone's having a good week so far. Let me know if anyone has any questions. Happy to chat with you guys who come hang out. I'm going to set this as a 3-ounce package, $5.07. Going to Benjamin. Benjamin in Maryland. Thank you for the order if you're watching. I'm guessing you're not. I don't have many people who watched me on YouTube yet. I wish I had more viewers. I need to be a little bit more regular at posting videos. I need to be more consistent, shall we say. These cards are giveaway cards. Got to get these cards in my box to donate to the schools. Next, we have a promo Ash's Pikachu. I like this card. This is a cool one. I believe this was a movie promo card. Maybe not. Yeah, Pokemon the movie. I Choose You. Ash's Pikachu. This one sold for $39.99. I actually should have used the other cardboard pieces for this one since it's sealed. Oh, I got a bigger. There we go. I got a bigger piece of cardboard we can use. Since it's sealed, I don't want it to get damaged, you know. We're gonna put it in a team bag. So I always try to be very careful when I'm shipping these sealed promos. I know people can be particular about them. So we're going to be extra careful with it, especially because it's not a cheap card, $39.99. Going to Stefan. Again, Stefan, if you're watching, thank you very much for the purchase. Total order value today was like $204, I believe. So it was another good day of sales. I don't know how many of you guys who are Pokemon customers are also sports fans, but one of my buyers today bought like 21 cards, and it was a mix of like basketball, baseball, and Pokemon cards. So thought that was interesting. I don't think I've seen anyone mix Pokemon and sports yet in my orders. Most of my cards in the future are going to be Pokemon. I just have a ton of sports cards to get rid of. I want to get them out of the house. I'm not really collecting sports cards anymore. I'm getting out of that, shifting my entire focus over to Pokemon. But I've got all these cards that I accumulated over the last, like, I don't know, 5+ years in sports stuff. And I was like, you know what? It's time to make use of my brand new scanner, rifle through these things as quickly as possible, and use the money to grow the Pokemon business. So next we've got a Gotharita Japanese. Gotharita. Where are you, Gotharita? There you are. There you are. Gotharita sold for $3.74, free shipping. %99 of my listings are free shipping unless you're looking at the die-cast race cars that I have, because those are consignment. I'm selling for a friend. So I'm trying to manage his listings a little bit differently, trying to maximize his profits for him. Although he's technically not really all that concerned about profits, because he just has all these cars from when he was a kid and he just wants them out of the house. Kind of like what I'm doing with sports cards. I just want them out of the house. A lot of them are from when I was a kid, but most of them are from the last 5 years. And it's just time to move on and make use of my capital in the business instead. And is this an order that just came in? I think this Moltres order just came in. I forgot to take a look at orders to make sure there weren't any that I could combine together. Let's see. Sometimes people put orders in and then they come back and buy more later. And when you use free shipping like I have, it doesn't give me the option to combine the orders for shipping. But whatever. This one did not come in. I thought it had just come in, but it's been out for a while. We got a Fossil Moltres. Fossil Moltres coming up. Fossil Moltres. There it is. Hollow Moltres. Sold for $29.99. Free shipping. Nice little hollow. Great condition for being a fossil card. I believe I sold it as moderately played, if I remember correctly. MP, LP minus maybe. something like that. Yeah, it's probably like an LP minus. Thing that I love about this scanner is not only does it scan cards insanely fast, but it shows all of the imperfections. So I have not had any buyers as of yet since switching to the scanner, knock on wood, complain about condition not matching what they thought they were buying. So love the scanner. If anyone is in the card selling business as well, highly recommend it. Could not recommend it more. The FI 8170 Rico, the amazing scanner. I scan a lot of cards in not a lot of time with that bad boy. And that's, like I said, that's the reason why I've been able to move through as many sports cards and get as many sports cards listed as I have, because it's just a beast. Just a beast. I'm not super focused on TCG bulk like a lot of sellers are. I'm trying to stick with singles that are EX and up, shall we say. But I gotta say, the TCG player scanner that they just announced recently, it's very tempting. Very tempting to order that. All right. Next, we've got basketball order. Amen Thompson rookie card. If anyone is a basketball fan. There it is. The next order after this is also going to be a sports card. I'm saving the big order of the like 22 cards or whatever it was until the last order to ship. Just because I want to speed through all these other orders as quickly as I can. This Amen Thompson rookie card sold for $1.49 with free shipping. So after all my supplies, paying eBay fees and stuff, I only make about 30 cents on that card, but it's a card that was otherwise collecting dust. So I will take that quarter and I will invest it in to Pokemon cards. All right, we got another baseball card. Tommy Lasorda. I bought, back when I was selling sports cards, I bought a collection from a Dodgers fan. So I have a insane amount of Dodgers cards in my sports section. Tommy Lasorda, as a player, as a manager, combo card from 1978 Topps Baseball. Kind of a cool card, but this one sold for $2.99 with free shipping. Very crispy, clean condition. Most of these sports cards that I listed are very clean for their age, for sure. Steve in Indiana, thank you for the purchase here, Steve. Again, probably not watching, but if you are, thank you very much. eBay was quite finicky last night. I'm actually probably going to post a video about it basically I went to record my video last night because it's been far too long since I recorded a video for YouTube. And I was like, before I do any listing, any scanning, anything, any shipping, I got to get a video posted. It's been too many days. So spent most of the night recording the video, getting it ready to post, editing it, all that stuff, and finally finished, got it posted. It was 11 o'clock at night. I think it was about 11 o'clock at night. And I went to start shipping, and eBay was broken. Could not access orders. My seller portal was all messed up. It showed that I had packages that I didn't ship on time to meet the delivery requirements, which I knew was not true because I always ship out super fast. And I was super mad because I thought the post office didn't scan a barcode on tracking or something, and it made eBay think I was late. Well, after a quick Google search, thinking it was just me, found out that a lot of people were having an issue. And I found that out because while I was mad and upset about things not showing, I found out that I had 184 listings that just decided to go inactive on their own. I did not turn them off. They just ended themselves. So I did a little Google search, found out that where's this card? There it is. Found out, thinking that it was Card Dealer Pro, which is the app I use to speed up the listing process for all my cards. Thought it was Card Dealer Pro's issue because I found a post online where Card Dealer Pro people were complaining that their listings were getting deactivated, and then found out the next morning when I woke up because I couldn't ship anything last night. So this morning when I woke up, I had like 19 cards to ship out this morning before work. Found out that eBay was the source of the listings being deactivated as well. So all sorts of people were blaming Card Dealer Pro and getting angry at Card Dealer Pro. And in reality, it was eBay all along. And last night after I went to bed, I went to lay in bed, noticed that there was over 300 additional listings that decided to deactivate themselves after I reactivated the other 184. And I was so tired and so frustrated laying in bed that I didn't even try to figure out how to relist them from bed. And luckily in the morning when I woke up to come down and ship, the listings were active again. So I don't know what time of night they all went active again, but they did. And some of the cards that were deactivated and got reactivated actually are some of the cards that sold today. So I guess maybe because they showed up as new listings in the search feature, people found them after some of them had been sitting for a couple weeks. So I was mad at eBay, but I guess maybe I should be thankful that they canceled and restarted some of my listings so they showed up as new listings for people. Because like I said, some of them that sold today were some of the ones that I've had listed for a couple weeks and were now showing as new listings because of eBay's mix-up. I've only got 3 orders left, but I've got like 30 cards to go. All right, Benjamin's got an Empoleon. Some big boy cards in this stack here. I'll tell you what. Check this one out, guys. Bam! Look at that card. That one's sick. Empoleon. I forgot to tell you what these cards were selling for. This Empoleon EX that I forgot to show the camera as well, I believe. Empoleon sold for $3.99. Again, like always, free shipping. Well, almost always free shipping. I should probably start doing videos like It's Phantom does, where I have like a daily update video of what sold, how much they sold for, what my net of fees revenue was for the day. It seems like people really like those. But I don't want people to be like, oh, you stole his idea, blah, 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 blah. I mean, I kind of would be, but... All right. Another nice size order here. The next, dollar-wise, it's a nice order. Because it involves one of the 151 cards that is going nuts lately. Slacketh. The Drunk Slacketh. At least that's what he looks like to me. And if anyone here knows this card, knows of this card, I'm sure you know exactly which card I'm talking about. Whoops, I got one more to go. Ivysaur, 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 Ivysaur. I believe that's the, yep. That's one of my last bigger 151 cards that I have left. So this order was $65.47. Net of fees before shipping was $53.37. Ivysaur from 151 sold for $47. Slackoth, the Drunk Slackoth sold for $11. And Fanpy sold for $7.49. So normally this size order would not be going to bubble mailer, but we've got a big card in here, so it is going bubble mailer. And normally I wouldn't be top loading all of these cards, but since they're going bubble mailer anyways, we're gonna just top load all three of them. So net of fees and shipping, it'll be about $48 that I take in on this order. Normally I use only new top loaders, but since that one card is under $10 and it normally would not get a top loader, I put it in a used one. Sorry if that offends you, buyer, but that's what I'm doing. That is what I'm doing. All right, I think that means I have just one order left for now. Oop. Stickers stay in the garbage. All right, shipping on this order is $5.29. Printable. Chris in California. Thank you for the order, Chris. I appreciate you. I did not adjust the prices on a lot of my 151 cards after the insane jump in price, so some of these might be going for a deal at this point. Let's see, what's the Ivysaur going for? Oh yeah. Normally I would have charged about $5 more for that Ivysaur than I did. But I made a profit. I know I made a good profit on that one, so I'm not upset at all. All right, last order. 22 cards, I believe. I believe it's 22 cards. 21 cards. 21 cards. And like I said, it's going to be a mix of sports and Pokemon, so it's going to be an interesting order for a lot of you. Watching, you might laugh, but that's all right. Let's go into my order info so I can tell you what these cards sold for as I pull them out. So Greavard, it's a Baby Shiny promo, sold for $2.99. Baby Shiny Greavard, $2.99. Next, we've got a Chet Holmgren rookie card. For all you basketball fans out there, you'll know who Chet Holmgren is. He's actually a Minnesota boy. Homegrown Minnesota boy. And this Chet rookie sold for $1.99. Oh, we got another Chet rookie. That sold for $1.74. Chet Holmgren rookie, $1.74. Got a Grady Dick rookie card. Basketball fans will know who Grady Dick is. And it's a, oh, it's a splash. All right, which splash is it? I have two here. I got to figure out which one it is. It's going to be this one. There we go. Is it that one? Oh, I got to look at this again. All right, where's the back image? Okay, I think I had the right one. Yeah, it's this one. I had the right one. Cool. Normally I try to not put the same card in a bin so that I don't have to figure out which is which. I tried to split them up by section, but apparently I didn't do that on that one. All right, another basketball, Gordon Hayward on a green hyper. I have a ton of these green hyper cards. Gordon Hayward, green hyper, sold for $1.74. Then we got a Micah Parsons rookie card. If you're a football fan, you'll know who Micah Parsons is. Sold for $1.74. Micah Parsons, $1.74. Back to Pokemon now. 1K. Section 1K. Got a Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime Hollow. Oh, I did it again, man. I put two of the same cards right next to each other, so now I gotta figure out which one it is. Oh, that's pretty easy. I think it's this one. Yep, that's the one. 100%. The centering is different, so substantially different. So that one was easy. All right, we got a Lou Gehrig baseball card in section 5N. This is a cool card. I like it, but it's funny that it's a player card because all it is some clothing. It's a jersey and baseball gear, but it's Lou Gehrig. All right, we got a Ken Griffey Jr. card next. I posted a handful, actually more than a handful of Griffey cards, and they have almost all sold very, very quickly. Maybe not almost all, but a lot of them have sold very quickly. All right, we got Will Clark. Will Clark. Oh, I forgot again. That Griffey, the Lou Gehrig sold for $149. The Griffey for $224. Will Clark refractor for $224. Next, we got a couple of Dodgers cards. All right, we got Tommy John. The man who had the very first Tommy John surgery to get back to playing baseball. And then the Tommy John surgery, obviously named after him. We got Bill Russell. Bill Russell. Tommy John sold for $249. Bill Russell for $199. We got another baseball card. Man, what a interesting selection of cards this person had. I love it. I love it. Just not the order I was expecting to see today. Let's just say that. All right, where is this card? Del Crandall. Why did I not see it? All these other cards, there it is. I was about to say it doesn't seem like it fits with the other cards that it's with, but I guess it's there. All right, back to Pokemon, and I think the rest of the way, the rest of the way is Pokemon cards. So Pokemon fans, hopefully you were patient, didn't ditch me here. We're back to Pokemon to finish out the order. All right. We've got a reverse holo, Execute, and Ponyta. Reverse holo Execute from 151. And a reverse holo Ponyta from 151. And a reverse holo Ditto from 151. The Execute sold for $199, the Ditto for $249, and the Ponyta for $199. Next, we've got a Great Tusk EX. Don't roll away on me, chair. All right, Great Tusk EX. it is. This sold for $2.24. Section 1M. This card next is a cool card. I really like this card. Such cool artwork. Sold for $19.99. Mewtwo from the Legendary Collection. Next, we've got Gyarados from Scarlet Violet Base. Gyarados EX from Scarlet Violet Base. Man, I gotta stop buying Japanese cards. They just don't sell fast enough. Gyarados EX sold for $2.74. Next, we've got a Charizard. The thing is, the Japanese that I do have, I got for cheap enough, so I guess it probably isn't a big deal if it takes a while to sell, but it's just frustrating. All right, we got a Charizard Black Star promo sold for $7.49. We've got a, well, speaking of Japanese, here we go. Japanese Flamigo sold for $3.49. And, oh, another Japanese card sold. A Japanese Ditto VMAX for $2.74. And that is the complete order. Time to go through it again, make sure we didn't miss anything. And I'll show you guys again. Ditto VMAX sold for $2.74. Japanese Flamigo sold for $3.49. Charizard Black Star promo sold for $7.49. Gyarados EX from Scarlet Violet Base sold for $2.74. Mewtwo from Legendary Collection moderately played condition sold for $19.99. We got a Great Tusk promo from Scarlet Violet selling for $2.24. We've got a Ditto Reverse Holo from 151 sold for $2.49. We got Execute Reverse Holo from 151 sold for $1.99. Ponyta Reverse Holo from 151 sold for $1.99. Del Crandall 1965 Topps Baseball for $3.99. Bill Russell 1978 Topps Baseball sold for $1.99. Tommy John from 1979 Topps Baseball for $2.49. Will Clark Refractor from Topps Chrome Platinum sold for $2.24. Ken Griffey Jr. from 1998 Collector's Choice for $2.24. Lou Gehrig from 1992 Score Baseball sold for $1.49. Mr. Mime on the regular holo from 151 sold for $1.74. Micah Parsons rookie card. I just realized it was a terrible image, but it still sold for $1.74. Gordon Hayward, Green Hyper from 2023 Donruss Optic for $1.74. Grady Dick from Donruss Optic rookie card for $1.49. Chet Holmgren from 2022 Mosaic Basketball for $1.74. Chet Holmgren from 2022 Chronicles for $1.99. And the last card of this order, that's a bad penny sleeve. That snuck through quality control. We got the Grievered Baby Shiny promo, sold for $2.99. So now most of these cards are very cheap cards, so I'm not going to worry too much about top loading. But I do want that Mewtwo top loaded and the Charizard Black Star promo. Those are the two most valuable cards from the order. So we're going to get those both top loaded to be our strength. Normally, I would do a team bag, one team bag, but this is too many cards, so I'm going to need to top load more. So the next most expensive is going to be the Flamigo and the VMAX, I believe, ditto. Yeah. All right, so we're going to have to split it into two separate team bags because the team bags aren't big enough to hold them all with that many cards. So we're going to split it in half and ship it as two separate team bags. I'll probably put them between the same piece of cardboard though. But we'll see. If it gets too thick, we'll do two pieces of cardboard. How we doing, Clutch Clips? Welcome in. Hopefully you didn't chat that too long ago and I just didn't notice it. I'm focused here. Trying to package up a big 21 card order here. It's the last order I need to package up for the night. I just realized that the comments, I was looking on the wrong part of my screen to look for comments. That's why I'm not sure how long ago you commented. All right. God bless. Oh, hey, God bless you too, man. Jesus loves you as well. We've got those packaged up in two separate team bags. It's not too thick for us, so I am going to just put them all in the same cardboard sandwich. It should provide extra strength on all of the cards by having them together. Clutch Clips, I don't know if you're a Pokemon fan or what, if you're a sports fan just based on your name. But if you are a Pokemon fan and you're making that comment about Jesus, you should go check out PokePastor TCG. He's a great channel. He's a pastor who sells Pokemon like I do. I'm just not a pastor. Mostly sports cards. All right. Well, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. We're over 3 ounces, so we're going to have to ship this one out as a next tier up. If any of you guys watched my shipping video, 6 ounces, anywhere between 4 ounces and 6 ounces is typically the same cost. So I'm going to see if that's true. No, it is not in this case. Might be because of where it's being shipped. But it is, my package is less than 4 ounces, and that's where the price change happened. So I'm actually going to get by, yeah, I'm 3.85 ounces. So we're going to send it out that way, save ourselves 60 cents. Clutch, have you been a subscriber, or did you just randomly stumble in here tonight? that one's done. I think that might be it. Yep, no more new orders have come in. Oh, nice. I got positive feedback. 2 positive feedback. Let's go. All right. Clutch, not sure if you're still here. I am curious if you are here, if you're a subscriber. Oh, my mic is super far low, so hopefully you guys maybe couldn't even hear me very well. It slid down. But yeah, I was just curious if you're a subscriber, and if you are, I have a guess that you subscribed to my PSA rant video from a couple years ago. If you're not a subscriber, that's okay, but welcome in. All right. Well, I'm going to assume Clutch took off for the night, so I am going to call it a night myself. I am done shipping. We'll see you guys next time. Buy my stuff at covenantcards.shop. Check out my eBay store. We'll see you guys later. God bless.